is all about fat. There are 3 types of fat, and those can come from both animal and plant-based sources. So you have your saturated fat, which is your butter, for example, your polyunsaturated fat, of which sunflower oil would be an example, or you have your monounsaturated fat, an example of which would be olive oil. So why is it important? So obviously our body is made up of fat, cells, and they are primarily made up of fat, particularly the membrane of those cells. And it's the ratio of those 3 types of fat which will determine how effective those cell membranes function. For them to work efficiently and effectively, we primarily recommend the use of your monounsaturated fats, so your olive oil, for example. So hormonally, fat has no direct impact on insulin or glucagon in the body, but what it does do, it affects the balance. So it slows down the absorption rate of carbohydrates into the bloodstream, which therefore decreases insulin production. It's also important because it is important in a critical role for the production of something called eicosanoids, which is one of the most important hormones in your body. And there are good and bad eicosanoids. I'm sure I'll cover them in a later video at some point. And the balance of those good and bad eicosanoids determines whether your body works at peak efficiency or whether you're going to suffer from disease. So it's all about balance, just as it is with your insulin and your glucagon. So yeah, fats, thumb size on your plate, that's all you need to know.